Hello and welcome to Mark Carr Hypnotherapy. Today we have Laura with us. Laura and I used to work together many moons ago. Too many moons to count. Hey, Laura?
Yep, about right.
Welcome to this strategy call, my love, and thank you very much for
Thank
doing
you.
this. It's really important, as I tell everybody. It's so important to do such a thing. Usually I get the client to tell me or to say to you what's going on, but I'll start off very quickly. Laura contacted me last night and said that she had this terrible fear of, what was it, Laura?
Butterflies.
Butterflies, yeah. And you're probably raising an eyebrow and thinking, my goodness, what on earth? But it's funny how the mind works. The mind will manifest all sorts of weird and wonderful things for us to be frightened of. And there's a very good reason that it happens. But the thing is, we don't know why it happens. And there's a reason why we don't know why it happens, because we're not supposed to know. All right. The mind will lock stuff away because it is too upsetting for us to understand or to deal with. So it locks it away and it waits for a time where we can let it go. So Laura, just very quickly, talk to us from about last night. Tell us about what happened and where we are now and what we did.
So last night I was sitting minding my own business and a butterfly decided it would like to join me in the sitting room. Not a great experience. I was really distressed by it. And kind of to the point where I know that I just didn't want to carry on. I've been like it for ages and I just didn't want that to continue. And I didn't want it to, I've got little tiny grand people and I just didn't want my fear to become something that they learnt. So I decided that I needed to do something about it. So I contacted you to see if you could give me a bit of help.
Mm-hmm. And obviously today, this happened yesterday, and emotionally, you know, I did push your buttons a bit, didn't I, last night?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do a test. I wanted to see how visual Laura was. I wanted to know if she could visualize. Yeah, she can definitely visualize something that she doesn't like. And we had tears last night, didn't we? It was unpleasant. I apologize, but it had, you know, I did want to just make sure that, you know, what I was going to do would work for you very well. And it does. So this afternoon, in the past, what, 20 minutes?
Yep.
We came online, didn't we, on Zoom? And perhaps you could take it away, just explain what happened with what was going on, and as weird as it was.
Mark talked me through a couple of scenarios and I had to say how, on a sort of a scale of 0 to 10, how I felt, and I had to describe the colours that I was feeling and where I felt those. And Mark then did his thing, I suppose. I can't really explain it.
Pulled them out.
And over 2 or 3, I think, the fear dropped and it went, and which sounds like a really odd thing to say, but I couldn't have talked about sitting in a room with butterflies without having a really emotional response to it. Yeah. And I couldn't at the beginning of when we first started talking. But now it's almost a nothing feeling, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Still trying to get your head around it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's kind of from that real extreme sort of reaction to having, it's kind of a nothing.
Yeah, it is a nothing. So what I want you to do now is I want you to just go out there and enjoy those butterflies. There's no need, like I said, to absolutely go head on into one and say, I've got to pick up a butterfly. There's no need. The whole point is that you can feel comfortable around butterflies when they are around. That is all. All right. It's like if I dealt with spiders, I wouldn't necessarily say, right, we have to go and search for a spider now. It's great proof, but when you're ready, you will literally watch the butterflies in the garden. You'll see one in your room, and you know it'll be, oh, that's fine as well. And you may even decide you want to poke one. You know, the grandchildren will go, oh, might not, Grandma. Yeah, well, a little poke, but gently now,
Yeah.
very gently. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Ladies and gents, the reason this works is because your mind loves colors. It attaches colors to um, all your emotions, which is probably why we have sayings like, I'm green with envy, I'm red with rage, I'm feeling blue. All right. And if you know how to deal with those colors when they're attached to emotions, then this is the result.
Yeah.
Okay. Laura, thank you so much for
No,
doing
thank
that.
you.
No, you are more than welcome, my lovely. And we must catch up sometime. We must meet up somewhere and have a little tete-a-tete or something. A little
Love
tea.
to.
All right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch out for me. I am on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google. My website is www.markcarterhypnotherapy.com. If you're struggling with anxiety, look me up. And as you can see, we did all this via Zoom. So it can be done via Zoom, but I do prefer a face-to-face approach. It's much nicer, more exciting as well for both parties. So thank you again, Laura. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. And ladies and gents, this is Mark Carter of Mark Carter Therapy, wishing you the very best mental, emotional, and physical health.